Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a tech suit, and it's a tech suit from a brand I've not ever looked at on the channel, which is pretty crazy. I don't know how many tech suits I'm on right now in terms of having reviewed them, but it's pretty cool to be able to review a suit that I've never even looked at the brand before. But before we get into that review, I do just want to say thanks for subscribing. I've literally hit 35,000 subscribers today, which I don't want to say I never thought was possible, but there's definitely been times when I've gained subscribers at slower rates than I'd probably like to, but it's really been growing well lately, the channel, and I'm getting almost 500 subscribers a day, so thanks for actually pressing subscribe. And if you are watching this video and you don't subscribe, please do still press subscribe. It means a lot, and it's, you know, it's really been something that's meant a lot to me in this recent time. So if you are one of the people that is watching this video and is not yet a subscriber, please do subscribe to the channel. I am the swimsuit guy. I review tech suits, I make vlogs of world-class training, and I talk about swimming. Reviewing today, what is this new brand that I've never looked at? Well, it is NABAJI, and I have their suit here. I have it right here in front of me. There you go. There's the NABAJI logo. It's FINA approved, as you can see, which you'd hope for in a race suit. And yeah, it's a pretty standard design. It's black with these sort of purpley blue pearlescent seams throughout the suit. We have one set of seams down the side, one set of seams at the back, almost as if they were hamstring taping, which you know I love. So who are NABAJI? Why have I never looked at NABAJI before? Well, NABAJI are the house brand of Decathlon, the French sport retailer, department store retailer who make everything in-house, and for a range of different brands. So you could walk into Decathlon, and they're in 56 countries now. They've been operating 43 years. But you could walk into a Decathlon and come out with Decathlon table tennis paddles, Decathlon climbing shoes, Decathlon race suits. And NABAJI is their swim brand. And traditionally, NABAJI are a brand that you wouldn't get that excited about. They make some pretty bulky goggles you'd never want to train in. They make caps and fins that just aren't worth talking about. And you know, I think the first NABAJI product I had was probably a hand paddle. It was probably a few years back that I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure NABAJI have a FINA approved suit, which I thought was pretty silly, to be honest. But you know, I never really delved into it. I think I contacted them a few times in the early days of the channel to see if they wanted to send me something to review. They never did. And it wasn't until early this year when I was in South Africa training at Stellenbosch that one of the lads who trained with us, who I coached and who was in a lot of vlogs, Jonah Paul Jones, who's part French, part British, part South African, had some sort of a link with NABAJI and had a load of NABAJI suits, and he was like, hey Sonny, here, have one. So cheers Jonah, you're the reason this video is happening, because he gave me a suit. And that was probably back in February. It's now August, and I'm reviewing the suit at last. So here we go. The NABAJI SKINCOLT 900. Weirdly, it's called the 900, but NABAJI also do a 900R. I don't know where they got 900 from. I don't know why they have an R version. The R version's like 90 quid. It's got stitched seams, and it's like a intermediate model. This is the flagship, the 900, with bonded seams, and it comes in at $169.99. Although I have seen it cheaper from other nations of Decathlon online, but in the UK it's $169.99. $169.99 is a bit of a weird price because it's not in that top flagship level, like £310 for the Carbon Glide, but it's also not like in that cheap range. Like, it's still more expensive than a Carbon Air, and it's coming towards what you can get a Mizuno for. The suit was designed with the help of legendary French sprinter Fabien Gillot, Olympic champion in 2012 among many other accomplishments. It's no surprise that the sprint freestyle sort of influence is seen in the suit with the likes of the taping. And the taping is, you know, both connected to them outside pleasant seams, but there's more than just that. And you can see the structure in the back of the suit here, if we can just get the light to hit. But it has a very tense hamstring taping, very much like a Mizuno taping on running down the hamstring. But it also has quite a strategic on the front of the leg, on the quadricep, with two taping lines down the front. And actually, at the bottom of the suit, there's 3 taping points. There's actually more taping on this suit than almost any other suit I've worn. Up there with the Venzo and its exoskeletal cage, or whatever they call it, in the branding of that suit. It really is quite sophisticated, and what it does leave is, even though the material that this uses is probably not the most compressive on its own, this suit is very compressing. And in the water it holds you really well, locks you in, and I definitely would say this is a suit that I would recommend for the sprint events more than anything else. While it doesn't brand itself as a sprint suit, that's where I would sort of let it lean to. And I think it's a solid offering, but nothing much more than that. I enjoyed wearing this suit, and it feels absolutely solid in the water. It compresses well, it has a little bit of kick support with that taping, but it's nothing more than a good suit. And at 160 quid, if you really do need to save the money over what you would have to pay extra to get, say, a Mizuno or even an Arena Core FX or a Venzo, then maybe spring for this. But if you've got the money extra to go up to 200 say pounds and get a Mizuno GX Sonic ST, then you're getting a way better sprint suit than this. That being said, I do think this, I first say the Laser X. As suits from lesser known brands go, this is pretty solid. And while I don't think it really steps up to the Venzo, the Mizuno GX Sonic, even the Speedo Intent or the Arena Core FX, it's not miles off. And for a brand that does everything under the sun, I think NABAJI have done a good job, and Fabien Gillot has made a nice offering to the design of this suit. If you see this going for, say, 90 to 100 pounds, I think maybe snap it up. And it's really durable. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to the review. It's a really durable suit as well, and that really should be mentioned, and that does make the value good. This has been worn loads, and it still feels pretty new, and that's you know, really something to say about the suit. But I think at 160 quid, it's just not established enough to make me say go get the NABAJI, but it's exciting to see the SKINCOLT 900 as another offering in the tech suit market. If you enjoyed this video, please could you like it, and as I said at the beginning, please do subscribe if you want to see more content from this channel. As always, I'll see you on the next one.